Wow, this is absolutely incredible. Blacktron is back. This is unbelievable.
I literally grew up on Blacktron because I got hand-me-downs from my relatives, so this is literally the best thing I've seen today.
Yeah, truly amazing.
And we've seen a lot of cool stuff.
That's right. Well, if you go ahead and introduce yourself and maybe just start with how this set came to be conceptually.
Okay, actually the original Blacktron was introduced in 1987, and now we have a new Renegade. It's also the same asymmetric shapes, and we have 6 modules like an original set. So I want to show you something very special. It's a dropship functions.
Oh, it's like the Spyrius.
So cool.
Yeah.
And then we have our new landing gears.
Oh, and it retracts
This
back.
one has no landing gears.
Yeah.
It's very easy to grab a vehicle when they are coming. And then
Whoa!
That is so cool.
It's like the better version of that Galaxy Squad one back in 2013 too. Oh.
I want to show you the modules.
Yeah.
It has 6
Yes.
modules.
This is so cool.
I'm gonna buy like 5 of these.
It's a cockpit
Wow.
and communication module and hyper booster. And we have 1-man speeder here.
With the Blacktron logo.
Yeah,
right.
that is so cool.
So Blacktron logo on the wing can be transformed to the 1-man speeder. Kind of space. So it's like a standing.
Just like in the old sets.
Yeah. Oh my
Yo.
gosh, that's so cool.
And can you take the modules and combine them? Like, can you take this
sure.
module and then combine it with the engine?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, look at that, look at that.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Oh, just like
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
Remember?
yeah.
That is so cool.
And this one is communication modules. It's
Whoa.
a kind of satellite. Because
Oh
the
my
Blacktron is kinds of
You're kind of
a
listening
spy.
in, yeah.
Yeah.
spine
They got the
buildings.
message intercept base.
Oh my gosh.
And we have a new battery pack for the boost. So we can grab, the minifigures can grab this one. And it's very easy to make kinds of. It's very easy to make a
gosh.
playset and easy to make a diorama for the Blacktron. So everything is. And the funny thing
that's
is,
so
Oh
simple
my
to actually.
gosh.
actually this element it was a camera,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but Blacktron is
It's a blaster.
Yeah.
Yep,
use this camera to the blast.
And that's what every kid back then did as well. Even though it was officially a camera,
right.
everyone used it as the blaster.
Yep, I wasn't around in '87, but that was always a blaster first
Yeah.
for me. Wow.
I have a lot of questions
Oh my
about
gosh.
how this
Yeah.
even happened. I guess, obviously, we had the 90th anniversary Galaxy Explorer.
Yeah.
Obviously, that set, I think everyone loved it. I bought like the 3 copies to do the individual ones. Did the success of that set kind of cause you to want to do more stuff in space? And then also kind of beyond that, why Blacktron? Why not Ice Planet or M-Tron or something like that?
Because the Renegade is quite unique and it's very special set for the LEGO fans. I mean the LEGO old space classic fans.
Of all ages.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think we chose these themes because Galaxy Explorer,
Yep.
and we have to need a builder.
Villain one.
Yes.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes so much
Yeah.
sense.
And it's the Renegade is very nice to show how to LEGO make a module system
Yeah.
in the spaceship.
It's the best part of LEGO
it's,
space.
It's very special set for all of us. Yes.
Something that I think is really interesting about Lego in general is that so many parts have stood the test of time, right? Like you could pick up a brick from 1963, and it connects with today. And these vintage space sets really introduced a lot of new elements around the time that they came out. So are there any more modern elements that you used here that you feel made the set superior? But also, are there any elements you reused from the original that felt particularly special for you? So a modern element question and a vintage one. Where did those land for you?
I'm really big fan of old LEGO classic space, so I really want, when I designed this one, I really want to use just regular and normal the LEGO bricks, not new elements. So that was one of my proposals to design of this set. But I think this windscreen,
Trans yellow,
That's
yes.
really cool.
yellow trans,
Yeah, that's
Trans yellow.
amazing.
We've been asking
And-
for that windscreen trans yellow for years.
some parts are new one, but I usually use just regular old LEGO system bricks because this one came from the old series, so that is better to approach the consumers. Oh, it's so old set. Some of the parts are just new, but they still have a nostalgia for it.
Well, something I love about that is, I talk to so many people of different walks of life, and a lot of people will say that, oh, I haven't built a Lego set in ages, or I built a set with my son or my neighbor or grandkid or whatever. And Lego has changed so much. But even just looking at this model, you've really recaptured a lot of that simplicity from the original model while also making it more modern, more robust, admittedly probably a sturdier build too. So it just really combines all the best
Best of both
Yeah,
worlds.
it's incredible.
And I really want to use, I really want to keep just one element from the original set.
Oh.
That is these
Yep.
slope
Yes.
breaks.
And you mentioned no stickers in this set.
Yeah, it's all
So
decoration.
everything is
bricks.
printed.
That's incredible.
And all decorations came from the original set.
Wow.
Our graphic
my
designer
gosh.
actually designed all decors the same as the original set. But just only one dashboard, like this kinds of teleport dashboard is a new decoration for the Renegade. And these arrows are new one.
That is incredible. Wow.
They've got arrows inside. Oh, and it just looks like the vintage style as well.
It's quite good
Yeah.
design.
That giant yellow windscreen is so cool too.
This is going to be so useful printed. This this piece here. I cannot wait to get a ton of those and hopefully pick a brick and then I can make a Blacktron fortress.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, pun very much intended. Let's shift gears here a little bit because on this side, there's actually a B model that can be built too. So kind of explain to us how the B model is going to work, how you can build this alternate build, and just walk us through the whole thing.
Yeah, actually, the B model is like a Galaxy Explorer. We will provide the instructions on the website.
Okay.
So, and this and this one is actually B models, so we can use the basic modules
Oh, wow.
to this model. So just using the frames and vehicle parts to make these B models, and then we can keep these modules, and then we can attach to make a B models.
Oh, my
That is a kind of same module system as a
That is so cool.
Blacktron has.
And it's so classic. It looks so
Yes,
correct.
can I?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So we can keep the very.
Oh, cool.
So it's the same technology of the Blacktron.
And the speeders on the side.
On the side, we still have a Blacktron.
Gotta have the logo. Was the mini mech a side build? Was that inspired by anything in particular, like any classic Lego space sets, or did you just happen to have the extra pieces and kind of put it together?
I just want to because the Alienator is kind of water,
Yeah.
so I really want to make a new style of Blacktron mechanic. It's like a small repair robot for the
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a new story of mine.
Yes, yes. Got to add to the lore.
Yeah, right.
And it has that function, right?
Yeah, it's the same functions like.
Wow.
Can I see that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What was the experience like for you? Because you mentioned that you grew up with this set
Yes.
originally to add to the lore, but only using the existing pieces from the main build.
Yeah.
What was it like to add to the story for you?
Yeah, because Alien is getting bigger.
Yeah.
In 2025, so
Yeah.
we need a kind of sidekick, or how can I repair these walkers? So it's a space, so we can do everything in the space. So I just make a kind of repair robot, but it's a kind of battle droid.
Ah, it's so cool.
I really love these
Yeah.
things because of the color.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the visor also.
Yeah, it's so
So
cool.
cool. So.
I liked the idea of black and the trans neon green for Blacktron 2, but I think the color balance, including the white in the color scheme too,
Yes.
was a little bit strange. And I think it was just so cool with the black, yellow, and transparent red here. And that was just the best thing ever.
Because black and yellow means danger.
Yes.
Yeah. When you were designing it, what was your favorite aha moment that came to you as you were building it out? Like, wow, I got this to work.
Oh yeah. Actually, this is my first set, official first set.
This is your
This is-
first set?
what?
Yes, this is official. My first set was a different one. That is GWP. So this is my official set. So
Whoa.
it's really honored to take this project
That's
in my life.
amazing.
That is insane. This is like the best set that we saw.
Well, at
This
the
is a
time-
masterpiece, and it's
Yeah.
your first set.
Thank you so much.
Let this man cook.
I'm really lucky.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Maybe yes.
Yes.
I know Ashwin Visser that did the graphics for this.
Yes.
He also worked on the GWP Blacktron set from some time ago.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Relatively recent.
Yes.
I say some time ago, like it was decades ago. But that being said, what was it like collaborating with him on kind of doing another modern Blacktron revival?
Yeah, right. Actually, Ashwin really helpful to set the first scheme and first concept models because he already had the ideas of the Blacktron before. So he gave me a lot of information and we shared a lot of information about the original sets. And then he did great job for this one because all decos are remind me, oh, it's a Blacktron.
Yeah. It's incredible. The landing gears are so cool. It's really sturdy too. It's got no give to
Yeah.
it. It's great.
So the inspiration behind the rover in the center, what made you decide to kind of add that as an additional feature? Because obviously we saw that as a big part of other classic space sets, but we never really got something like that for the original version. So was that just something you felt was just significantly like space oriented? You had to include that feature in?
Yeah, actually, the original set has the way to roll the little vehicle into the cuddle.
Right, but not quite like
yeah,
this. Yeah.
But, I think I need something new for
Yes.
the new Renegades.
Yeah.
So I always want to build some dropship with the spaceship.
Yeah.
So I decide to design the dropship with the vehicles, and it's very hard to. It was
Can I
quite
try to
challenge to make a new dropship system because
Oh, that works so well.
yeah, it's just one click.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at the mechanism. Boom.
Whoa. I want to try
Yep.
that. That is amazing. Wow, yeah, you just line those up and it picks right up in there. That is incredible. Wow. And you got some nice shock recoil on that bad boy, too. Wow, that is awesome. And then we've got the minifigs here.
Yeah.
That is so
And that's the
cool.
same one from the GWP with the
Yeah.
back
it's the same
printing.
figures.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll sit over here so I can get the
That is
play on
amazing.
camera if you need it. But Oh my gosh.
Wow. That is so cool. Wow.
Insane.
Take a closer look at this, too. The little walker. That is so awesome.
And the dropship function sound is quite nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is so cool.
Thanks.
And now if you get multiple versions and you could have like the 2 cockpits
Yes,
in the front.
exactly.
And,
Yeah.
this is dangerous.
So
I
after-
get so many of these.
After we designed these the connections, and we trying to attach one more Blacktron Renegade at the same time.
Oh my
So
gosh.
2 cockpit is quite nice, and we can make a
Yeah, 2 centers.
just 2 centers.
Wow, it's infinitely repeatable.
Yeah, right.
And then think about this. If you do 2 centers, it would give you extras of all the modules that you could build more B models and things like that.
That
Oh, I'm gonna make the
Yeah.
biggest Blacktron. I'm gonna buy like that'd be
So
such
the real
a fun video.
you could sit down and do the math of how many you would need to fill out A models and B models and keep
and
building.
use every module
Yeah.
and make like a fleet and then a giant mothership. Oh, I'm
Oh
definitely
my
doing
gosh.
that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna buy
that's gonna
like
be
10
insane.
copies when this launches. I actually like however many the Lego store allows me to buy it.
That is so cool. And this will be January 1st.
yes.
So right around the corner. That's incredible. Oh my gosh.
And it's easy to just carry it by one hand. It's-
Yeah. Great swooshability
Yeah, right.
factor. Yeah, you really can't pick it up without going.
Yeah.
Sound effects mandatory.
Because we made a lot of mock-ups to how can we handle this ship and how to make stable when they play.
I want to pick it up and
Yeah,
swoosh
do it.
That is so cool.
I didn't even see the little mini mech here. I need to see this.
Wow, it is really, really sturdy. That is incredible. And these modules just click out super easily.
Yeah.
About how long did you work on this?
About 7 or 8 months.
That's not even a lot of time. That's insane.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh.
And one more thing is he can.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
It's a quite new style of the Blacktron.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Actually, the original cockpit
Yeah.
just fit to the one minifigures, but
Yeah,
this
now
one
you can
is,
fit 2.
Yeah, 2.
And then your third just flies in there,
Yeah.
I imagine.
And you can even put more in the sides. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Yes.
gonna do because when the
Well, yeah, when you get
GWP came
multiple
out,
models.
the torsos run pick a brick, so I got 100, and I have an army of different
Oh,
Blacktron
that's-
soldiers. I'm gonna use them to fill this ship.
Android usually.
Oh, in the pickup truck.
Whoa. I love that there's a space for every figure when it flies. That's incredible.
I wish, see, stuff like this makes me wish that we had a full Lego space theme back. Like, this is just a big set, and then we have a lot more sets. Like, that would be the dream.
Yeah, it is a catch-22 though, because if it was a full theme,
Then
would
it
it
wouldn't
get
be,
this level
then
of
it wouldn't be
devotion?
icons. Yeah, that's true, so.
I hope so.
That is so awesome.
Oh, you have to fold.
Oh!
Oh, so it fits in there even more compact.
So I made gaps here.
I like how you
Oh, I
use
see.
these pieces as well. These have that vintage style to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I don't even remember
because
the
these
last time these
elements
were used. Yeah.
make this set looks like more vintage.
They
Well, when I
absolutely
asked you
do.
about like the modern and vintage parts, I was
Yes,
looking at
and
this
exactly.
and it made me
and
think
of course you
that.
have these, the columns, which are kind of that.
Actually, this
I
one
guess
is
those
the
are-
new one, but
oh, two, yeah.
these shapes is
Yeah.
quite.
Yeah.
It's so
And you
fun to
have
look
these,
at too.
these as well,
Yes.
which are still around.
I love looking at it because I'll look at these kind of slope pieces and be like, "Oh, that's modern," and then 4 studs over, oh, that's a literal vintage piece. It's such a great marriage of modern and vintage. It's amazing. Wow. Have you seen the box art yet?
Mm-hmm.
Is it cool? Is it like
It's really cool.
Speaking of box art, back here, this is so cool. You showed these during the presentation earlier. Giant mock-ups of the original sets.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think that's cool to see for people. The original next to the new one.
Look, and then we can angle it.
Yeah. And I like how you used so many similar design elements, like these vintage kind of angled pieces we were talking about.
Yeah.
Paying homage there. It's absolutely awesome.
I'm curious. So I think the only thing that tubing. Did you ever have prototype models where you had some sort of yellow tubes running through?
Oh
it?
yeah. We tried.
Yeah.
I tried to keep that yellow hose element, but that was really cool. But it's it's a little bit weak when we play with the modules. So he always take off things. So it's just we just yellow lines instead of the yellow hose. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool to see how you translated some of these like printed, slotted
And
pieces.
you've got like these here, the grills.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Wow.
We have MiniSuperHeroes.
I saw that.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool. Oh my gosh.
I like how it's at an angle as well. I kind of like it's like the asymmetrical vibe to it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
How long have you been working for LEGO?
Almost 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just before I got a job here, I was an architect, and at the same time, I was an LCP in Korea.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, it's so fun to look at this and this back and forth and be like, oh, you built this out.
right.
You downed
Even
this
these
in.
on the sides, like just so well done with the
I want to put some little details
Yeah.
in the wing.
It's cool how this has those poles, those translucent poles, and now they're kind of built out to be a little bit more like technology based than
Yes.
just the pole. In a way, it's almost like if you were a kid playing with this back in the day, you were holding this, but you were envisioning this.
Yeah.
Wow.
So aside from this, is there a classic space faction that would be like your dream LEGO space faction to revisit?
Yeah, right.
Worth asking.
I'm really big fan of the Lego space, and even the Lego new space thing is also good. But
Yeah.
I still have a very good nostalgia things from old Lego sets.
Yeah.
I always dream of Lego classic themes are coming back.
Yes. Were you a fan of like Castle Pirates or
Yeah,
was?
of course. My
Yeah.
father is really big fan of Castle.
Oh, nice.
I always play Castle with the space things.
I mean, that's what the advertisements did for the UFO
Yes,
and
exactly.
Fright Nights. Yeah, they had the Zotaxians going through the portal, and then they went to the Dragon Fright Night. I
Dragon
remember-
attack the
Yeah.
spaceship always.
Yep.
That is so awesome. It's deceptively simple how that drops out and locks back into place. It's incredible. Wow. Are there any like personal lore stories you've put into it? Like, the front driver controls this part of the ship, or
Oh,
these
that's
buttons
yeah.
control that.
Yeah.
Have you come up with any stories yourself for what any of the buttons and mechanisms
Yes.
do?
That's why I designed these
Yeah.
energy pods, because the original version we don't have any energy pods or
Sure.
details in it. So I really want to maybe in the future if I design the Renegade again, I really want to make a new design, a new energy packs for the booster. So this one is one of my child dream.
Yeah.
7 years old.
Well, I love that, like, when you're a kid,
Yeah.
sometimes Lego sets will give you, like, little story elements like that.
Or you just kind of have to make
But
them up,
yeah.
like a little
Yeah,
one
right.
by one or something.
right.
That's
Like,
the energy.
I would always use my extra pieces, like 1x1s or like little switches like this, to build little mechanisms and then add that into the story of the set.
Yeah.
So it's so cool to have something like this, like, oh no, the ship crashed and we have to repair one of our pods. You know, let's use the other one to power this to go to the nearest moon colony.
Yeah,
and, like,
right.
you know, just make up whatever
one more
story.
thing. Yeah.
Was this inspired by the backtracks at all? Like the kind of like these the
Yeah,
front
right.
piece? Yeah.
Exactly.
I was like, I recognize that shit.
Blacktron doesn't have these kinds of droid.
Yeah.
It came from 6952 solar power transporter has these kinds of droids. So in my story, the Blacktrons still
And
reprogrammed
him.
Yeah, reprogrammed
Wow.
it like a Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And use some black spray paint
Yeah,
too.
right. They are
So
Billund.
cool. Wow.
Have you seen that original, the comic? It was pre-Blacktron, but that classic space comic about with Keko, the robots. Oh man, I was wondering because I mean, there's like kind of like proto Blacktron in that. It was like the first piece of story media they did for classic space. It's like Jim Spaceborne, I think is what it's called. It's super interesting, yeah, because they like added lore to classic space and where Blacktron came from.
Whoa.
This is so cool.
January 1st cannot get here soon enough. So cool. I'm knocked out with the B model concept of
Yeah.
getting 2 sets in one. Gosh, yeah. You gotta get 2 of the main one to build the center
Yeah.
twice, but then you gotta get a third one to build these.
Because you can then link these
Yes.
facing each other and then
Right. But then once you get your third one,
could get
you'll
one
have
of those
leftover
guys.
modules because you can't
Yeah.
connect those, so the leftover modules get here. So
yeah.
I think my math checks out that if you get 3, you could build
Because I want the
both
regular
versions
Yes.
and extend the middle and have all the B builds.
You
If you
probably
get
need
3.
4.
4?
Because that's the middle section. Because so you could get 1, leave it as is.
Right.
The second one, you do it that way.
You're right.
And then 3, 4 if we want an extended one.
Oh, and one more thing I didn't mention is, so this is new universal connections. It's different with the Blacktron Cruiser.
Yeah.
Yes, different connections.
Different
because we
connection.
need to make stronger than
Sure.
ours.
Well, for those watching
Yeah.
that haven't had a chance to hold this in hand yet, it really is super sturdy. You can play with this, you can swoosh it.
It will live
is
up to the hype.
literally
I'm sure
amazing.
everyone's going to be loving this. This looks like we got to get going, but this was amazing.